Music was my passion for many years. I wanted to be, bigger than Madonna back in the day. And I performed all over London, did smaller festivals around the country, and did Glastonbury once. Regular gigs at places like 93 Feet East and Cargo in Old Street. On Monday nights, which was always fun getting people there. I really, I loved it, but then I fell out of love with it. I think the penny dropped eventually that I was never, unless you're in that really top sort of 0.01%, you're just not going to make a good living from it, or the sort of living that I needed, that I was hoping my £1 million living was never going to happen. And yeah, I just realised that it wasn't going to be the career for me. So I did fall out of love with it. And I then had 3 kids in quick succession. And then kind of got to this point where I was like, well, what do I do with my life? Food was always my second passion, actually, behind music. I always used to go, before kids, restaurants all the time. Used to take photos of it in the days before Instagram. I never really thought I would do anything in food. It was just something I really loved. Even people back in the day were sort of saying to me, oh, why don't you write a blog or reviews? And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And then after I'd had my kids about 2 years ago, I was really soul searching. What do I want to do with my life? I explored loads of options. I sort of went to various workshops, and then I realized it was food that I wanted to be involved with. And my Thai auntie had made these sauces, and it kind of just clicked. I was like, oh wow, I love these sauces. They're amazing. Maybe there's a business idea in that. So I ran with it basically and thought, yeah, this is what I want to do. And as soon as I realized that was what I wanted to do, it really kind of gave me a new purpose and a new sense of a new goal to work towards. So. In terms of similarities, there's an element of pushing yourself and promoting yourself. With a singer or a songwriter, you have to be really into self-promotion to get anywhere. So I went to loads of networking events. This is years ago now. And it was, I remember it being quite daunting, having to go up to people and going, hi, I'm Dominique, what do you do? And they might say, oh, I'm a classical composer. And you say, okay, bye. Not the kind of thing you kind of had to do it subtly. But that gave me confidence. And so when it came to 2 years ago, I was starting to network for food. I created my own networking group, in fact, and every week I was going to at least 1 or 2 events. It's sort of for the run up between then and when COVID happened. So I was an active networker, and I think that kind of side of things, and also the self promotion you do online. I don't have a background in PR or anything, but I've managed to get a lot of press through doing this kind of self promotion. So I definitely think the music. There's that sort of synergy, and also the fact that there's a lot of knockbacks in music. It's probably rare that you kind of just float to the top and you're a #1 hit. An overnight success can take years, and that's the same with food as well. So there's a real sort of hard graft to it, and not being thick-skinned and not taking no, and just kind of continuing on and playing on, really. So.